between the Detroit Steelers. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 20.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh. Blue draw Corker. Get it. Come.
On the ground with Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. It didn't happen on that play.
Now a pass, it's taken in by Smith-Schuster. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
Here we go. Hey, Schuster. Pilot, 64. 65.
Here comes a first down throw for Rudolph. That's caught by the 6'8 tight end, Zach Gentry. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
61, matchbox, left.
On first down, Rudolph. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here, too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Trey Flowers there on the tackle.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Let's go.
The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. Shotgun snap for Rudolph. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, but it'll be second and goal. Another shot from the one on second and goal.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Gonna give it to Love. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Bryce Love. His first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team, because we talk about complimentary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signal to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
Ready.
Yes, Mike. Coming to you. Shoot.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really see. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Bryant tacks on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Fresh off the pick six, it's Rudolph. That'll be taken in there by James Washington.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. And this time it paid off for him. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
To throw again on 2nd down, Rudolph.
I'm going to hit you all.
These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Throwing on 3rd down, here's Rudolph. He finds his tight end, Gentry. And he goes out right around the 39. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Lions will take over. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He finds Hopkins complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 25 yards that time. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. It's a gain of 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 20-yard line.
Ready? 60 outlaw. Alpha.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. 2nd and 10. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone,
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. After the interception, here's Rudolph. Open man here is Gentry. And a healthy gain of 8 here. They double their workspace out to the 16. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Rudolph on play action. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago. And another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And Detroit getting set to go now. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. 2nd and long. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Yeah. Bravo. Hey, 50 to my.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yards.
Happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here. 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The Lions need to move. They're hustling to the line now. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. A first down carry here for Johnson. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Here's 2nd and 8. Open man is Galladay, complete. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, If you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Got it?
Mike, 58, right there. Nice, sweetheart.
Hey, Delta.
Go 58 to the mic. Squeeze, double. 58 to the mic.
Now.
They'll look to throw again. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Kenny Golladay, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. A line of scrimmage once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Trent Sherfield, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. This is fielded at the goal line. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach David? And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions.
Nice move.
So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with a field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my linemen out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if they can run a little bit.
Here's Rudolph going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And it's 2nd down. A final shot before the break. Rudolph. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So I'm waltzing down Main Street, got an umbrella, just a torrential downpour, and I look over, and this guy's stone-faced wearing a poncho that says, "Don't rain on my parade," and he is just angry. And, we got to go. I'll tell you the rest later. Here we go, 3rd quarter. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's a 2nd and 7. It's complete to Hopkins. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. They're going to look to throw. And he'll find Golladay. That's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. They go play action here on first down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll run on first down. Johnson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They go to Johnson again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all they needed. First down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
On the draw, this is Love. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Recon, 132 fighter.
On first down, it's Rudolph. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
X3, to it,
on first and 10, Rudolph. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Rudolph looking to throw it, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Come.
Rudolph throwing again. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. And that score there makes this a much more manageable deficit.
Agreed, because before that touchdown, this looked like this was about over. Instead, they've got hope. They're back in the game. They feel better about themselves, and now they have a chance to make some more plays.
This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Good job.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rudolph, he'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. Back to throw, Rudolph. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that. And my goodness, another interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment.
16 yards on the pickup. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Kenny Golladay is intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. He'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Terrell Edmunds comes flying in from safety for the sack. I don't think that was a blitz, was it?
No, not at all. I mean, there was no blitz called on the play. Had other responsibilities, but he saw an opportunity, saw a path, and he took it.
They'll drop the throw. Going deep for Hop. It's caught inside the 25. They give him a gain of 37. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before this series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find it.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Able to get there and pick it. Boy, just as they thought they were going to add to their lead, the rug gets pulled from right underneath them on that pick. And now after that big return, might be the other sideline grabbing the lead.
Yeah, very well could be. This is where you count on your defense to go out and make, I'm not going to call it a miraculous stop, but make it very difficult for them to get the ball in the end zone.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. On first down, here's Love. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Bryce Love with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys are back within a single score. He's having a nice little game. Maybe already has an eye on that 3rd touchdown.
And how about what our producer, Christian McLeod, likes to say when they've scored touchdowns like this? He's put a tent up in Touchdown City.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
Here we go with Johnson. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They only got a couple, but a couple is all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Now back to throw. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. He will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, Johnson. Johnson, oh, it's poke free. Football's out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. That one looks like he'll throw here. And his throw here's incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll get this one to Galladay. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Damarious Randall. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
He's back to throw. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got a...
It's caught inside the 25. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 47 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get that to Bryce Love out of the backfield. 3rd down here. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading. Interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now. So you're not protecting a lead. So you're not playing that way. You got to go get the lead again. So maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. Going deep for Hopkins. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Now they're just trying to do anything possible to try and get the ball downfield and get into field goal range.
And with that clock dwindling, they felt the need to take a pretty big shot there. Unfortunately, couldn't complete it. Back to throw. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
Go!
Back to throw here. He finds Hopkins complete. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Steelers' 39-yard line.
So it's all up to the other Matty Ice, Matt Bryant now. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So it's all up to the other Matty Ice, Matt Bryant now. This from long, very long range. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And terrific field position here as they finally get him just shy of the midfield stripe.
That's a pretty strong return to start this overtime. And you know that if you run some decent offense, you should have a shot at a field goal. But I'd have to think to myself, I want the 6 points. I want this game over now. I don't want to give the other team a chance to come back and beat me.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. Now a first throw here in overtime. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw here. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes.
Come on now, let's go.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3-and-out. They're going to look to throw. It's complete to Hopkins. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. There's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man, in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Part 1 is done, now part 2. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. The defense does its job. Now they're going to get the ball here in overtime with a chance to win it.
Major League kudos to them, because to get the ball back in this spot, everything was on them. It had to happen, and they pulled it off. They'll get it back for their offense with a chance to win.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They go play action here on first down. Open man is Galladay, complete. A good pickup there, a 22. First down now, but that clock rolling. He'll look to throw. Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Mike 50, Mike 50.
2nd and 5. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, I 7.
They'll set up to throw. And a catch made by Hopkins. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance out field goals from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that,